Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Thirsty Thursdays with me. I don't have any of my lights on today because the sun's coming in. I usually don't film this time in the morning. It is 9 o'clock and the sun's coming straight into my bedroom, so I thought it was actually perfect. I didn't need to have any additional lights. Today my drink of choice is my water. We have a water cooler in our house, so I just fill up my cups or whatever bottle I have. And I know I look hella cray, but you know what? I just finished my first day of T25, and I was originally gonna make me a green juice right after, but I think I'm gonna jump in the shower and then eat something. But trying really hard to get it. But it's been pretty crazy the last couple of days. It is Thursday and I actually should have started this on Monday, but a lot of crazy things happened. I went Christmas shopping on Monday, and it's not an excuse. I completely know that it's just not an excuse. Me being too busy for a 25-minute workout is not an excuse, but I started it today and now we're on a mission. When I weighed myself this morning, I actually been trying to do Vlogmas. Last week's Vlogmas isn't even edited and it's really not that long. It's probably lucky if going to be 10 minutes for the whole week because I just been stopping in and saying hi. And then this week I think I only did 2 days, and I actually went to Komoda's on Monday, which is bad. I picked up donuts for my husband. Was it Monday? No, Tuesday. Picked up donuts for my husband. But yeah, anyhow, I just finished my T25 workout. When I weighed myself this morning, I was at 250.2, which is bad because I kind of been eating whatever lately. Major fail. But yeah, I do have a couple questions that I did receive. One of them is from this lovely person named Jen. She does have a YouTube channel, and I'm going to go find it and put that link down below. But she's in Australia, and she's just such a sweetheart. She's one of those subscribers that you know, even if she doesn't comment, you know she's always watching, which I think is super awesome. Because, you know, one of those faithful, great subscribers that you don't see very often. So I'm gonna find her questions and then I'm going to jump onto Twitter and find those. I should have actually copied and pasted them, but yeah, so water is my choice today because I need the replenishment. Whoever said that you can't get a workout in 25 minutes is hello, because I was dying. Like 10 minutes in, I was like, Sean, hurry up, I'm tired. You know, Sean T. I mean, I was sore. And you know the thing is when I work out where I walk, if you guys have this problem, let me know. But if I do Zumba, Insanity, if I go walking or running anymore, I never had this as a kid, and I'm heavily asthmatic, so I don't know why. I never had this as a kid, and now I'm experiencing it. But my throat over here feels like it's burning all the way into my chest. And it's not like indigestion or anything like that. I'm not sure why it does that, but it burns like a lot. And sometimes only the water will kind of soothe and cool it. So I really didn't want to have green juice just yet because my throat hurts. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. But let me go ahead and get these questions. Okay. Jen says, I hope you're having a good time and it's not too hectic for you leading up to Christmas. It is not too hectic, actually. I got all of my Christmas shopping done. Whoop whoop. I was watching Lizzie the other day. I swear, her whoop whoop I can't get out of my head. So I did get all my Christmas shopping done, which is awesome, and I'm super stoked and happy with that. It is a little bit crazy. This is the time of the year where I cook, so I'm trying to kind of gear my cooking to be something not as indulgent. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't cook very naughty foods, but they are indulgent. So they have to be eaten in moderation, and it's just that time of year when I'm baking and doing all of that kind of stuff that can be a little bit of a challenge. Her first question is, have you ever been outside of the USA, and where to? And if not, where would you like to visit? Australia is nice. Haha. Like I said, she's from Australia. I've never been outside of the US. I've actually been all the way to the East Coast of the United States. I've been on the West Coast. I've been in between, obviously, because you got to travel over. But I have never ever been outside of the United States. Honestly, I've always thought about going to visit Sydney and, you know, in Australia and so forth. That's always been on my list. But if I had to choose one place in the world I would want to go, if I could only choose one place in the world that I would want to visit, and say, for example, I was given the opportunity to go, I would love to go to Europe, Spain, Italy. My entire life I've wanted to go to places like Greece, Italy. I love Italian food. I would love to eat true Sicilian food. And, you know, just see the Eiffel Tower. So I would love to go to like Rome and Italy, Spain, Greece, all of those places. I've always wanted to visit. And if not, then I've always wanted to go to Thailand. I am part Chinese. I've also wanted to visit China. I've wanted to go to Tokyo. I mean, there's a lot of different places that I would love to visit that I have a full list. My husband also would like to take me to Puerto Rico. He is part Puerto Rican, and we would love to go there. Eat some mofongo, baby. Can you tell I'm hungry? I didn't have breakfast yet. After I'm done with this video, I'm going to jump in the shower and then come out, eat some breakfast, and get started on my Bonnie and Clyde, Bonnie Parker inspired look, which I'm going to do a tutorial on. Super easy. It's just a very wearable everyday look with a bright lip. But I loved watching the 2-day event of Bonnie and Clyde and had waited for weeks and months to see it. So I was super excited about that. I even had my calendar. But yeah, I would love to travel all over the world. There is not a place that I wouldn't want to see. I've wanted to see the Great Wall of China my entire life. So the options for me are endless, and I would love to see a plethora of places. I would love to live somewhere where there's snow. You know, I have a lot of friends who say, oh, it's snowing, and they don't like it and stuff like that because of the weather, and I get that. But you know, I guarantee you, if you came here during Christmas and you didn't have your white Christmas, you would be kind of bummed out. I had a friend that actually moved here for about 6 years, and every year it came around time for Christmas and he was really sad and bummed out because there was no white Christmas like he had in Boston and what he was used to. So it is a little bit to get used to. And you know, when you get 90-degree weather pretty much year round, it could be kind of bummer. Like, I would love to have a white Christmas one year, so I would love to go visit places that constantly get snow, Antarctica, wherever. Okay, her next question is, when did you become a makeup artist? Did you do it straight out of school? Did you always want to be one? She also says, thanks for your videos. They make me so happy when I see them in my subscription box. Jen, thank you so much for watching my videos. That means a lot to me, that one, people watch my videos, and two, that they're excited to see them. From the bottom of my heart, it means truly a lot to me. And I send lots of Hawaii love all the way to you in the Aussie land. But okay, with regards to being a makeup artist, I did not go to college to be one. I didn't, in fact, get my certification for makeup artistry until I had already been in the industry for a little bit. But how I actually started, and ironically, this is kind of funny because people don't believe me sometimes. They're like, how did that happen? I was working at JCPenney, and I was working in their gift center where you wrap gifts. It was straight pretty much out of high school. I was looking for a job that would pay, and it was holiday season. I started there, let's see, about the end of October, so right around Halloween. And I was just working there, and I hated my job. I mean, if you know anything about JCPenney, you have to have pantyhose, heels, dressed appropriately, which is fine because I've worked in office environments while I was in high school, so I totally understand. But you're on your feet all the time, and then when you're the gift wrap girl, you kind of get treated like shit, and it was pretty bad. And I basically was miserable, and I went downstairs to the makeup counters, and I really wasn't using a lot of makeup back then. Eyeliner, mascara, lipstick were like the only things I did. And I was there at the makeup counters, and there was a whole bunch of different brands. I don't even remember the names. And just playing around with the makeup. And one of the trainers for Iman was actually working there, and she came up to me and she's like, "You have the perfect face for a makeup artist." And I literally looked at her and was like, okay. If you guys know anything about me, even if I have my girly tendencies now, I was very, very tomboy. And so she asked me what I was doing there. I had my JCPenney name tag on. I was on my break. And I explained to her that I was working upstairs, and she immediately worked to get me transferred. So I worked, my first makeup job was at JCPenney at the Iman counter. Let me just say that it was the coolest thing ever to have a black, they had these black, like schmucks, and it was so cool. I had my little name tag on there. And the lady, or my manager in the gift wrapping area, the gift registry, gift wrapping area, was such a bitch. Oh my lord. She was terrible. And she would come down and like give me such a hard time in there. But the trainer that was there, her name was Judy. She was so nice. And she taught me everything I knew about color, about everything. And I was there about a year. And maybe not even, maybe like 8 months. So just under a year I'd been there, and I decided that I didn't want to work for JCPenney anymore. The wages were really, really small. So I applied to work at another job completely unrelated to makeup. And I was talking to one of my friends who was working at the Iman counter with me, and she had just transferred to work at Macy's, which back then was Liberty House. And then Macy's took over very shortly after, so they were looking for new makeup artists, and she was working at Estee Lauder. I walked into Estee Lauder not really for a job, just to kind of check it out. And the shift manager there basically was like, "I want you to come work for me." And so I started working for Estee Lauder, alongside my friend again. And then I worked for MAC for a little while, and I freelanced for MAC for a little while. In all honesty, MAC really jacked up my skin. You kind of have to use their product when you work, and I had really hoped I could work at the Clinique counter, because all of my girlfriends use Clinique. People that I knew used Clinique for facial care. And I kind of had to use MAC, and there were some products from MAC that I absolutely swear by, like their oil control is probably one of my favorites still to this day. But I just do not use their foundations anymore. It made look at my face now. My face is not perfect. It's actually kind of red after my workout, but I had, if you look at some of my old pictures, I'll try to link them in here if I can. I had pimples really bad, always right here, and it was just from MAC foundation. When I stopped that, I really was able, I seen a dermatologist. After I stopped using that, I was able to figure out what was going on. So anyhow, I went through that whole MAC thing, freelance. Every time they had events, I would go back and freelance with them for an event. And honestly, they just it's not the pay that I ever wanted for myself, considering I went to school. And you know, when you have college background, you don't want to be paid pennies, and that's kind of what they are. It is a glamorous job for everybody, but it is not a financially stable job. In 2010, I signed up to take an online makeup course, which in all actuality was very costly. And the problem with that is, even if I am a certified makeup artist, I am not licensed in the state of Hawaii. I'm not licensed. I'm not a licensed cosmetologist. So if you guys been following me a while last year, and a little bit on the beginning parts of this year, I actually did work at a few spas where I did makeup, and I'll go and do fashion shows, but it's very, very limited. I always have to work beneath a licensed cosmetologist, and that kind of sucks. But at the same time, to be licensed in makeup, I need to go to the other island and actually take that, or take a full-blown cosmetology course to be a licensed cosmetologist or esthetician in order to technically have that license. So I'm certified, and I spend a lot of money for my certification, but I'm not licensed. So I technically cannot work in a salon, in a spa, in those kinds of things, because that is Hawaii state law. Every county, every state has a different boarding laws, different beauty laws when it comes with regards to legalities. So that is my problem there. I do freelance, and freelance basically means that they either come to me or I go to them. I cannot do it in a salon slash spa type setting. And sorry about that, guys. My phone is like hotline today, but that was my twins and my eldest are a part of a talent agency here on the island. And so they do catalog magazine shoots for like catalogs like JCPenney and stuff like that. And I've been trying to get them in. They are like at an odd age, so every time they get called in to do casting, my eldest is either too old or too young, and the twins are too young or too old for the ages that they're looking at. But right now there's a good casting available, and that's what she was calling about. But so what was I talking about? Makeup. Okay, so oh, mommy will put that in for you. Here, give mom. I'll put it in a little bit. They want to watch Kangaroo Jack. Go sit down, wait for mommy. I'm coming, okay? I'm coming. And then a mommy will put for you, okay? But so I do have my certification. And certification, even though it was expensive, it teaches you all the basics. So I do freelance on my own. I do mostly bridal. I do proms, but when it comes to prom work and stuff like that, it's mainly family people I do for. And the reason for that is because for my proms, I only charge like $35 to $40 when I do prom makeup, and then an additional for hair. But if I'm doing bridal work, I charge a couple $100. So, and that's just for the bride. If you guys want input or ideas, I can leave my makeup artist website listed down below so you guys can take a look. But it's a lot more expensive when I do bridal, because I take the airbrush, I take everything to go and do what I need to do. So, and my phone is going cray-cray, but sorry. Oh, okay. But so that is how I got into makeup artistry, kind of by running into people, honestly. Back when I was 125 pounds and turned heads everywhere I went. But that's how I got started. Is it something I always wanted to be? I've always loved some form of makeup growing up. Again, I stress this over and over again. I was super duper tomboy. I mean, I surfed, I played paintball with when my husband and I first started going out until we got married, we played paintball every Sunday. I mean, that was our routine. We would go play, we'd spend so much money on paint, awesome guns. I mean, that was our thing. I surfed my entire life, kung fu, jeet kune do. I did all of that kind of stuff. My dad wanted a boy, he got a girl as his eldest. I'm sure my dad wanted a boy, but we were into army men and all that kind of stuff. We used to dress up in camouflage clothes and go shoot guns and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I was super duper tomboy. I love wrenching on cars. And so even if I loved makeup and I loved the transformations you get from makeup, it was never ever something that I thought that I would do. And that's why I do YouTube, and that's why I do my blog, because it is something I'm passionate about, but it's not something I'm looking to make a career out of. I did that route, and people think that being a makeup artist is glamorous. It is not. When you are on your feet 8 to 12 hours a day, or you're on your feet and then hunched over somebody while you're applying their makeup, it is uncomfortable. Your body hurts, you ache, you have sore back. I still have back problems from doing that type of work. Ultimately, I love blogging, I love reviewing products for you guys, and so that's why I do what I do. But makeup artistry is not as easy as it is. You must be super duper passionate and love your job to be able to do that every day. It is an awesome job, don't get me wrong. It's very fulfilling for you to see a transformation, and that's the things that I love about it. It's a lot more labor intensive than people think. My kit alone weighs not several hundred, but my kit's probably 50 pounds very easily. If I'm taking my full kit, if I'm doing like a complete bridal party, that's my full kit. Airbrush, you know, the palettes that I need, different foundations. Luckily, I do trials, so because of that, I only take specific foundations that I need for those trials. I already did the trial, so I know if they are a beige 001 or whatever. And then building your kit is a financial burden, honestly. And, you know, your first bunch of gigs, you don't profit any of that money. Everything goes back in your kit. As you're working, every bit of money really goes back in your kit. The more money you charge, the better quality products you have to have. One of my favorite staples to have in my kit is Mary Kay foundations and concealers. I get asked all the time, you know, why did I decide to become a Mary Kay representative? And it is because their foundations are awesome, especially for bridal work. I can thin them down enough and put them in my airbrush machine without buying special airbrush makeup if I need to be, and it doesn't clog my machine. It's mineral based, so you don't have that issue, but my entire foundation line comes from Mary Kay or Luminous, and it's because it works. When I did MAC, the girls would be walking down the aisle to get married and they're already starting to have blemishes, or you can noticeably see their pores. I want my brides to have that flawless, ethereal look, like effortless. You want your makeup for your bride to be effortless, not overdone, not rocking a smoky eye that makes her look like she just got punched the hell out. And so I love Mary Kay. When it comes to eyeshadows, I use every single eyeshadow you can think of. I have a Naked One palette specifically for my gigs. I have MAC. I use 88 palettes. I use Coastal Scents. I use BH Cosmetics. I mean, you use a number of different things. I use a lot of MAC pigments and HoneygirlsWorld pigments when I'm doing really dramatic eye looks. I love using pigments. So the range is wild. Same with brushes. My brushes, MAC, Sigma, Sedona Lace, Crown, Coastal Scents. Those are the type. I even have Kirkland brushes in my set from Costco. So it's, oh God, this is a long video. It's gonna be like 20 minutes or longer. It's longer, but yeah. So is it something I've always wanted to be? No, but I've always been interested in the artisticness of it, and So if you guys notice, I don't do cut crease looks. I'm really about age appropriate, really just effortless makeup. You know, I want it to look show-stopping, but not drag. Not that drag is bad, but it's because my clientele is brides. I'm not going to send my bride down the aisle with a cut crease. That's just me. But, so yeah, there was more information than you guys wanted to know. But that's basically it. Let me see if I can find the other questions while I still have time. I know one of the other questions I received was, how old am I? I thought I said this in one of my other videos. I'm 33. I'll be 34 in January. Let me see if I can find that question. Hold on, guys. Oh, okay, here's one. Is Ipsy worth the $10? You guys are actually going to see my Ipsy video. I'm filming that today. Yes, I think on a financial point, it is definitely worth the $10 because you get more than $10 worth of products. You can check out some of my past Ipsy bags where I actually break down the cost point. I do think, though, that compared to where it was last year and where it is this year, it has definitely downgraded a lot in quality, and that's my opinion. Can I do more cooking videos? Yes, I promise I will do more cooking videos, especially since I'm trying to eat a lot more healthier. And will I do the husband tag? I have yet to have my husband agree to that. Oh, and here's the last one. Videos. What do I like better, YouTube or blogging? Which do I choose? I love to blog. I love to blog because I can write about my thoughts right then and there and get them on. Whereas when you kind of do YouTube video, you got to edit, and it can be frustrating sometimes. I love doing them both. Obviously, I love doing them both because I've been doing them both about the same amount of time, and I'm still doing it. But I do love doing them both. You're going to notice a lot more of my reviews are going to be on my blog now, and then I'll try to do follow-up videos for my quickie reviews that I was doing on my last channel more. But I do love them both. It's really, really hard for me to choose which one I like to do more. So that is kind of difficult to say, but if I could only choose one, I would probably blog. Again, like I said, the editing, getting lighting just right and all that kind of stuff can be a real pain in the butt. But I am going to end this video here. I'm going to go jump in the shower, get me something to eat, then jump in the shower, and then get ready to film my Bonnie and Clyde video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super long, I know. I hope I answered some of your questions. Don't forget to submit it. Even if I don't ask for questions for Thirsty Thursday, I'm always looking forward to answering whatever you guys may have. So be sure to send any of your questions my way. Jen, I want to thank you very much for your kind words. That was super, super sweet. And like I said, I'll try to put her channel down below. She's from Australia. She's super awesome. But yeah, I really, oh, I forgot, I just made Style Haul partner on this channel, people. Yeah. It was kind of unexpected. I was contacted and they wanted to know if I wanted to partner, and I was thinking my old channel, because they actually wanted to partner with me on my old channel, but I was already partnered with Buzz My Videos. So this is going to be really nice that I actually am going to be partnered with a network that is style, fashion, makeup related. I'm super duper excited, and it's all because of you guys. You're so awesome. I do these videos for you guys, and I just enjoy doing them, and that's what makes it so easy and comfortable for me to do videos and talk story with all of you guys. But anyhow, blah blah blah, talk. I'll see you guys in my next one, and I'll be filming a ton of videos today, so I'm gonna be banging them out. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.